The Trump administration has been making a lot of cuts to the National Weather Service. They've lost more than 100 people, they're already short-staffed, and now more cuts are on the way. After we reported on it, we did have a few people ask this question. Could everything the NWS does not be done by a private company, and then that info be bought just like a subscription to any other information? What are the pitfalls of the private sector providing this information that a government agency gives? Well, my question is, do we want people to have to pay for life-saving information? You know, there's a storm surge warning of 15 feet. Pay for it. And can said private company make it happen for less than $4 per American per year? Well, that's what the National Weather Service does. Listen to what Jan Null, an adjunct professor of meteorology at San Jose, thinks.
That is sort of the overreaching goal of what government should be doing, in providing that basic health and safety and protecting lives and property. And you know, that's in the core mission statement of the National Weather Service, to save lives and property.
And the NWS is pretty good at shooting straight because they're not in it to do anything except provide information for public safety. They're not trying to make a buck. This isn't the first time that changes to the National Weather Service have been proposed, but in the past, Congress has always found that they don't want to change it because of its value. Then there's the money. It costs more than $1 billion annually to run the National Weather Service. That's their operations, research, and their facilities. And that's just to run it. From a government spending standpoint, that's not a lot. I mean, we spend more than $800 billion on defense. So $1 billion, maybe not a lot for the government, but it is a lot for a private company. There's also the expensive and essential hardware, like the network of 159 weather radars or the coast-to-coast weather observation sites. Just maintaining this network costs more than $90 million every year. The NWS stays pretty busy. They collect and analyze more than 6.3 billion observations every day. They put out 1.5 million forecasts and 50,000 warnings every year. And I cannot emphasize this enough, all of that data goes into your phone. It runs the computer models for the app that you use. It really populates everything that I showcase on TV. It runs all weather everywhere because it's free. Your weather app is not an alternative to the Weather Service. It exists because of the Weather Service. Consider this. If your house or your apartment building is on fire, would you want a firefighter to only help you if you had a subscription? Life-saving information about weather is the same. And let's not forget all the partnerships the NWS has with us, the media, with local police, fire, emergency managers, city planners. They talk to all of them and give them information. Here's an example. The National Weather Service in Los Angeles knew they were going to have flooding, so they put together this Q&A webinar, brought together EMS, fire, everybody, so that they could answer any questions ahead of the disaster. Ahead of a tornado, like the one that hit here in Tylertown that they're cleaning up from now, would Tylertown have a budget to pay for that forecast? And how much would that cost? And wait, there's more. National security. The National Weather Service puts together forecasts and gives data to our military. One other benefit of having 122 offices across the nation, you get local expertise. I can promise you that somebody in St. Louis with a tornado threat knows how tornadoes form in the Midwest a whole lot better than someone who's watching wind and flooding in Southern California. If we want to keep the same level of service, many worry that privatizing weather, even if somebody had the billions to do it, would have disastrous results.